tower on 119.1.
Taxiing to runway 22 right. Will hold short of 13 left 31 right. Qatari 17 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Contacting John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1, Air India 102.
Qatari 1 X-ray Lima Heavy, give way to aircraft on your left. Air India 321, drop runway 13 left.
Give way to aircraft, Qatari 1 X-ray Lima Heavy. Contacting John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1, Qatari 289 Alpha Heavy. Crossing runway 13 left, Air India 321. John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 114 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo.
Qatari 350 Tango Kilo Heavy, contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. Contacting John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1, Qatari 350 Tango Kilo Heavy. Qatari 199 Tango Kilo Heavy, give way to aircraft exiting runway 13 left.
Continue taxi, Qatari 1 X-ray Lima Heavy.
Qatari 666 Tango Kilo Heavy, drop runway 13 left. Qatari 704, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Qatari 349 Victor Alpha Heavy. Request permission to cross runway 31 right.
Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right. Qatari 349 Victor Alpha Heavy, drop runway 13 left.
Crossing runway 13 left. Qatari 349 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy. John F. Kennedy ground, Saudi 101, ready for pushback.
Qatari 064 Victor Alpha Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Qatari 064 Victor Alpha Heavy.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta Alpha Delta Delta Yankee, ready to taxi with information echo.
American 346 Qatari 44 Victor Alpha Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right. Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, American 346 Qatari 44 Victor Alpha Heavy. Saudi 101, pushback approved, tail to the west.
Pushback approved, tail to the west, Saudi 101.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 22 right with information echo. Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right. Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy. Qatari 114 Victor Alpha, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta Alpha Delta Delta Yankee, ready to taxi with information echo.
Qatari 1 X-ray Lima Heavy, contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
John F. Kennedy ground, Cathay 285 Heavy, ready to push back with information echo.
Air India 321, contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
Thank you, good day, Qatari 1 X-ray Lima Heavy.
Qatari 199 Tango Kilo Heavy, contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
Contacting John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1, Air India 321. Contacting John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1, Qatari 199 Tango Kilo Heavy.
Japan Air 72 Heavy, maintain safe distance with aircraft ahead please.
John F. Kennedy ground. Qatari 126 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi to runway 22 right with information echo.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Qatari 114 Victor Alpha. John F. Kennedy ground, India Sierra Golf Victor Victor, ready for pushback with information echo.
Qatari 036 Victor Alpha Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Qatari 036 Victor Alpha Heavy. John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, ready for pushback with information.
John F. Kennedy ground, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, ready for pushback with information echo, requesting runway 22 right.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 207, ready for pushback with information echo.
Alpha 7 Echo Hotel Echo, drop runway 13 left.
Crossing runway 13 left, Japan Air 72 Heavy. John F. Kennedy ground, Delta India Alpha Lima Oscar, ready for pushback with information echo.
Crossing runway 13 left, Alpha 7 Echo Hotel Echo.
Qatari 126 Victor Alpha, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Crossing runway 13 left, Qatari 704.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Qatari 126 Victor Alpha.
Qatari 319 Victor Alpha Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north. Qatari 207, hold position.
Pushback approved. Tail to the north. Qatari 319 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Holding position, Qatari 207.
John F. Kennedy ground. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha. Ready for pushback with information echo.
Qatari 012 Victor Alpha Heavy. Request permission to cross runway 13 left.
John F. Kennedy ground, American 425 India Golf. Ready for pushback with information echo. John F. Kennedy ground, Emirates 45 Echo Kilo. Request taxi to gate A02 at the Terminal 4. John F. Kennedy ground, India Sierra Golf Victor Victor. Ready for pushback with information echo.
Qatari 5 Victor Alpha Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right. Delta Alpha Delta Delta Yankee, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Taxiing to runway 22 right.
John F. Kennedy ground. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha. Ready for pushback with information echo.
Qatari 424 Victor Alpha, pushback approved, tail to the north.
John F. Kennedy ground. Qatari 319 Victor Alpha Heavy. Ready to taxi to runway 22 right with information echo.
Pushback approved, tail to the north. Qatari 424 Victor Alpha.
Emirates 45 Echo Kilo, taxi to Terminal 4 Gate A02 by Alpha.
Pushback approved, Qatari 181 Victor Alpha. Taxiing to Terminal 4 Gate A02 via Alpha, Emirates 45 Echo Kilo. John F. Kennedy ground, Emirates 51 Heavy, ready for pushback with information echo.
Qatari 319 Victor Alpha Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Taxiing to runway 22 right. Will hold short of 13 left 31 right. Qatari 319 Victor Alpha Heavy.
John F. Kennedy ground, Tango Charlie Juliet Juliet Oscar, ready for pushback. John
Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, pushback approved, tail to the west. Tango Charlie Juliet Juliet Oscar, pushback approved.
crossing runway 13 left. Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy. Pushback approved, tail to the west. Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha.
American 425 India Gold, pushback approved, tail to the east. Delta India Alpha Lima Oscar, pushback approved, tail to the west. Cathay 285 Heavy, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, tail to the west. Delta India Alpha Lima Oscar.
Sente a batida com o Premium. Transfere e leva a tua música para todo o lado para que possas dançar com som de alta qualidade sem teres de ouvir anúncios. Mistura playlists com recomendações do modo aleatório inteligente ou assume o controle do que ouves com repetições e avanços ilimitados. Viva música sem limites. Toca na faixa para saberes mais.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 0801, ready for pushback with information echo. John F. Kennedy ground, Tango Charlie Juliet Juliet Oscar, ready to taxi. John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 627, ready for pushback with information echo. John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 424 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo. John F. Kennedy ground, American 425 India Golf, ready to taxi with information echo. John F. Kennedy ground, Delta India Alpha Lima Oscar, ready to taxi with information echo.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 17 Victor Alpha Heavy, ready to taxi with information echo.
John F. Kennedy ground, Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, ready to taxi to runway 22 left with information echo.
Attention all aircraft. Frequency is busy. Transmit important messages. Attention all aircraft. Airport is busy. Expect delays.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 706 Heavy, ready for pushback with information echo.
Qatari 706 Heavy. Pushback approved. Tail to the south.
John F. Kennedy ground, Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy, ready to taxi with information echo.
Pushback approved. Tail to the south. Qatari 706 Heavy.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy, ready for pushback.
Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha. Stay in tension.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 424 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo. John F. Kennedy ground, Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo.
Delta India Alpha Lima Oscar. Taxi to runway 22 right. Hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Qatari 976 Victor Alpha, request permission to cross runway 31 right.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Delta India Alpha Lima Oscar. John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 627, ready for pushback with information echo. John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 0801, ready for pushback with information echo.
Qatari 17 Victor Alpha Heavy. Taxi to runway 22 right. Hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Taxiing to runway 2.
John F. Kennedy ground, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo.
Pushback through. Qatari 060 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Crossing runway 13 left, Qatari 976 Victor Alpha.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 285 Heavy, ready to pushback. John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 424 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo.
Qatari 199 Tango Kilo Heavy. Contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
John F. Kennedy ground, Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy, ready to taxi with information echo. Contacting John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1, Qatari 199 Tango Kilo Heavy. John F. Kennedy ground, India Sierra Golf Victor Victor, ready to taxi with information echo.
Qatari 424 Victor Alpha. Taxi to runway 22 right. Hold short of 13 left 31 right.
John F. Kennedy ground, Singapore 9 Heavy, ready for pushback. Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31.
John F. Kennedy ground, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo.
Qatari 44 Victor Alpha Heavy. Request permission to cross runway 13 left.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, ready for pushback, requesting runway 22 right.
Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy. Taxi to runway 22 right. Hold short of 13 left 31 right. Victor Alpha Raiva 1 wide. Drop runway 13 left.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta Alpha Delta Delta Yankee, request taxi to gate 09 at the Terminal 7.
Qatari 44 Victor Alpha Heavy. Drop runway 13 left.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left.
John F. Kennedy ground, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo.
Delta Alpha Delta Delta Yankee. Stay in tension. Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy. Pushback approved. Tail to the north.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta Alpha Delta Delta Yankee, request taxi to gate 09 at the Terminal 7.
Qatari 181 Victor Alpha. Pushback approved. Pushback approved. Tail to the north. Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy. Qatari 0801. Pushback approved. Tail to the north. Qatari 627. Pushback approved. Tail to the north.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Qatari 0801. Delta Alpha Delta Delta Yankee, disregard last message. Pushback approved, tail to the north.
John F. Kennedy ground, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo.
Delta Alpha Delta Delta Yankee. Contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. John F. Kennedy ground. Qatari 060 Victor Alpha Heavy. Ready to taxi. Qatari 3 Victor Alpha Heavy. Contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. Qatari 976 Victor Alpha. Hold position. Qatari 976 Victor Alpha, disregard last message.
Qatari 17 Victor Alpha Heavy, request permission to cross runway 13 left.
Qatari 976 Victor Alpha, continue taxi. Alpha 7 Echo Hotel Echo, pushback approved, KL to the north.
Pushback approved, Qatari 181 Victor Alpha. John F. Kennedy Ground, India Sierra.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo.
Qatari 126 Victor Alpha, request permission to cross runway 13 left.
Cathay 285 Heavy, hold position.
Holding position, Cathay 285 Heavy.
India Sierra Golf Victor Victor, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right. Continue taxi, Qatari 976 Victor Alpha. John F. Kennedy Ground, Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy, ready to taxi.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, India Sierra Golf Victor Victor.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Qatari 060 Victor Alpha Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 22 right. Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Qatari 0801, ready to taxi with information echo. John F. Kennedy Ground, Qatari 637, ready to taxi with information echo.
Qatari 126 Victor Alpha, drop runway 13 left. Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo.
Good way.
Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha.
Attention all aircraft, airport is busy, expect delays. Singapore 9 Heavy, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Singapore 9 Heavy.
November 863 Golf Whiskey, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, November 863 Golf Whiskey.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Qatari 060 Victor Alpha Heavy, ready to taxi. Qatari 0801, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Qatari 0801.
Air India 001, taxi to Terminal 8 Gate 10 by Alpha.
Taxiing to Terminal 8 Gate 10 via Alpha, Air India 001. John F. Kennedy Ground, Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi.
John F. Kennedy Ground, American 4500, request taxi to gate 35 at the Terminal 8. Qatari 627, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right. Qatari 5 Victor Alpha Heavy, cross runway 13 left.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Qatari 627.
Crossing runway 13 left, Qatari 5 Victor Alpha Heavy. Qatari 688 Heavy, drop runway 13 left.
Crossing runway 13 left, Qatari 688 Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Alpha 7 Echo Hotel Echo, ready to taxi.
Cathay 285 Heavy, pushback approved.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, ready to taxi with information echo. Pushback approved, Cathay 285 Heavy.
Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha.
Qatari 269 Victor Alpha Heavy, drop runway 13 left.
Crossing runway 13 left, Qatari 369 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy, give way to aircraft on your left. Give way to aircraft, Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi.
Alpha 7 Echo Hotel Echo, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right. American 4500, request permission to cross runway 22 right. Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, taxi to runway 22 right, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to Terminal 8 Gate 35 via Juliet, Alpha, will hold short of 4 left 22 right, American 4500.
Taxi to runway 22 right, Qatari 181 Victor Alpha.
American 4500, contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
John F. Kennedy Ground, 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super, ready for pushback.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Qatari 060 Victor Alpha Heavy, ready to taxi. Contact St. John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1, American 4500.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Alpha 7 Echo Hotel Echo.
Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy, request permission to drop runway 13 left. Qatari 060 Victor Alpha Heavy, runway 22 right, taxi by Charlie 7, Charlie, Echo, contact tower when ready.
John F. Kennedy Brown, 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super, ready for pushback. John F. Kennedy Brown, Qatari 003 Tango Kilo Heavy, ready to push back with information echoes. John F. Kennedy Brown, Qatari 702 Heavy, ready to push back.
Qatari 060 Victor Alpha Heavy, midway to aircraft on your right. Qatari 060 Victor Alpha Heavy, contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. Golf 3877, request permission to drop runway 22 right. Contact St. John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1, Qatari 060 Victor Alpha Heavy. John F. Kennedy Ground, Golf 3877, ready to taxi. Qatari 706 Heavy, drop runway 13 left. John F. Kennedy Ground, United 1711 Super, ready to push back.
Crossing runway 13 left, Qatari 706 Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Lufthansa 62 Echo Whiskey, ready to push back.
Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy, cross runway 13 left. India Sierra Golf Victor Victor, hold position.
Holding position, India Sierra Golf Victor Victor.
John F. Kennedy Ground, American 626 Victor Alpha, ready for pushback, requesting runway 22 right.
Crossing runway 13 left, Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy. Lufthansa 62 Echo Whiskey, pushback approved, tail to the west.
Pushback approved, tail to the west, Lufthansa 62 Echo Whiskey.
Golf 3877, contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super, pushback approved, tail to the west. Qatari 702 Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the west.
Pushback approved, tail to the west, 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super.
Qatari 003 Tango Kilo Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the west. American 626 Victor Alpha, pushback approved, tail to the west.
Pushback approved, tail to the west, Qatari 003 Tango Kilo Heavy.
Pushback approved, tail to the left, American 626 Victor Alpha.
United 1711 Super, pushback approved, tail to the north. Pushback approved, tail to the north, United 1711 Super. Take 285 Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right. Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy, drop runway 13 left.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Cathay 285 Heavy. John F. Kennedy Ground, Qatari 8055, ready for pushback. Crossing runway 13 left, Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Qatari 41 Victor Alpha Heavy, ready for pushback. Qatari 41 Victor Alpha Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Qatari 41 Victor Alpha Heavy. Qatari 8055, pushback approved, tail to the west.
Pushback approved, tail to the west, Qatari 8055.
Qatari 702 Heavy, hold position.
Thank you, good day, Air India 001. Holding position, Qatari 702 Heavy. John F. Kennedy Ground, Qatari 003 Tango Kilo Heavy, ready to taxi with information echoes. Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, request permission to cross runway 13 right.
Qatari 003 Tango Kilo Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Qatari 003 Tango Kilo Heavy.
Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, expect aggressive taxi instructions.
John F. Kennedy Ground, American 57, ready for pushback.
Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, please do not cut in line. Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, turn left next taxiway.
Left on the next taxiway, Qatari 181 Victor Alpha.
American 57, hold position.
Holding position, American 57.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Lufthansa 62 Echo Whiskey, ready to taxi.
John F. Kennedy Ground, United 1711 Super, ready to taxi.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Singapore 9 Heavy, ready to taxi.
John F. Kennedy Ground, American 626 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi to runway 22 right.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Italy 696 Echo, ready for pushback. Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
John F. Kennedy Ground, 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super, ready to taxi to runway 22 right. Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Qatari 181 Victor Alpha. John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 07, ready for pushback, requesting runway 22 right.
United 1711 Super, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right. Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, United 1711 Super. Singapore 9 Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 8055, ready to taxi.
Qatari 706 Heavy, contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
John F. Kennedy ground, Vistara 127, ready for pushback.
Contacting John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. Qatari 706 Heavy.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Singapore 9 Heavy. John F. Kennedy ground, 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super, ready to taxi to runway 22 right.
Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, give way to aircraft on your left.
John F. Kennedy ground, Lufthansa 62 Echo Whiskey, ready to taxi. Give way to aircraft, Qatari 181 Victor Alpha. John F. Kennedy ground, Oscar Delta Alpha Lima India Heavy, request taxi to parking.
John F. Kennedy ground, Italy 696 Echo, ready for pushback.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 223, ready for pushback. John F. Kennedy ground, Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 13 left with information echoes. John F. Kennedy ground, German Cargo 6467, ready for pushback.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 41 Victor Alpha Heavy, ready to taxi. Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy, please follow instructions.
John F. Kennedy ground, Air India 001, ready for pushback with information echo, requesting runway 22 right.
Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy, contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. India Sierra Golf Victor Victor, drop runway 13 left. Contacting John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1, Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Crossing runway 13 left, India Sierra Golf Victor Victor.
Echo, pushback approved, tail to the west. Pushback approved, tail to the west, degree 696 Echo.
John F. Kennedy ground, 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super, ready to taxi to runway 22 right. John F. Kennedy ground, Lufthansa 62 Echo Whiskey, ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 62 Echo Whiskey, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
John F. Kennedy ground, Romeo Alpha 01942, ready for pushback. John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 8055, ready for taxi. Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Lufthansa 62 Echo Whiskey. John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 223, ready for pushback. Stand green, Lufthansa 62 Echo Whiskey.
Qatari 41 Victor Alpha Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Qatari 41 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Qatari 114 Victor Alpha, give way to aircraft on your left. Tango Charlie Juliet Oscar, drop runway 13 left.
Crossing runway 13 left, Tango Charlie Juliet Oscar.
John F. Kennedy ground, Virgin 128, ready for pushback.
Delta 223, pushback approved, tail to the north. Romeo Alpha 019, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, give way to aircraft on your right.
Give way to aircraft, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha.
Qatari 114 Victor Alpha, drop runway 13 left. Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, please follow instructions.
Crossing runway 13 left, Qatari 114 Victor Alpha.
Qatari 181 Victor Alpha, hold position.
Holding position, Qatari 181 Victor Alpha.
Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy, continue taxi. Continue taxi, Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy. Virgin 128, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Virgin 128.
Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, drop runway 13 left. Crossing runway 13 left, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha. Qatari 424 Victor Alpha, give way to aircraft on your left.
John F. Kennedy ground, Virgin Fielding, ready for pushback. Give way to aircraft, Qatari 424 Victor Alpha. John F. Kennedy ground, 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super, ready to taxi to runway 22 right.
Virgin 288, pushback approved.
John F. Kennedy ground. Etihad 179 Super, ready for pushback.
Pushback approved, Virgin 288.
Thank you. Alpha 7 Echo Hotel Echo.
3696 Echo, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
Thank you, Hotel 002 Tango Kilo Heavy. John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 223, ready to taxi.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, we hold short of 13 left 31 right, to 3696 Echo. Qatari 114 Victor Alpha, contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
Contacting John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1, Qatari 114 Victor Alpha.
John F. Kennedy ground. Etihad 179 Super, ready for pushback.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 450 Heavy, ready for pushback.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 2342, ready for pushback. Qatari 627, request permission to cross runway 13 left. John F. Kennedy ground, Virgin 280, ready to taxi. John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 8055, ready to taxi. John F. Kennedy ground, 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super, ready to taxi to runway 22 right.
Etihad 179 Super, hold position.
Holding position. Etihad 179 Super.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 702 Heavy, ready to push back.
Delta 223, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right.
John F. Kennedy ground, 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super, ready to taxi to runway 22 right. Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Delta 223.
Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, drop runway 13 left.
Crossing runway 13 left, Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha.
Qatari 627, give way to aircraft on your right.
Give way to aircraft, Qatari 627. Continue taxi, Qatari 424 Victor Alpha. John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 07, ready to taxi to runway 22 right. John F. Kennedy ground, 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super, ready to taxi to runway 22 right.
Qatari 07, taxi to runway 22 right, hold short of 13 left 31 right. John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 450 Heavy, ready to push back.
Taxiing to runway 22 right, will hold short of 13 left 31 right, Qatari 07. Taxiing to runway 22 right via Charlie 7, Charlie, Echo, Virgin 280.
Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, contact John F. Kennedy Tower.
Contacting John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha.
Qatari 424 Victor Alpha, contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
Qatari 126 Victor Alpha, wind 200 at 14, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 22 right. Qatari 126 Victor Alpha. Qatari 126 Victor Alpha, stand by. Qatari 126 Victor Alpha, wind 200 at 14, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet.
FedEx 221 Heavy, request frequency change.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 22 right, Qatari 126 Victor Alpha. Air India 248, enable turn right, hold short runway 22 right, please expedite, traffic on final. Air India 101, roger. Air India 101, wind 200 at 14, number 1, runway 22 left, cleared to land.
Wilco, Air India 248.
FedEx 221 Heavy, contact John F. Kennedy ground on 121.9.
Number 1, clear to land, runway 22 left, Air India 101.
Contacting John F. Kennedy ground on 121.9, FedEx 221 Heavy. John F. Kennedy Tower, Qatari 5 Victor Alpha Heavy, ready for departure in sequence at runway 22 right, departing east.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, ready for departure in sequence at runway 22 right, departing east.
Qatari 5 Victor Alpha Heavy, maintain slowest practical speed.
Maintain slowest practical speed, Qatari 5 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Qatari 5 Victor Alpha Heavy, disregard last message. Qatari 5 Victor Alpha Heavy, wind 200 at 14, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff. Qatari 126 Victor Alpha, contact New York Center on 127.0.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 22 right, Qatari 5 Victor Alpha Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Qatari 555 Super is 11 nautical miles to the northeast at 3,000 feet, inbound for landing.
Contacting New York Center on 127.0. Qatari 126 Victor Alpha. Qatari 688 Heavy. Line up and wait runway 22 right.
Line up and wait runway 22 right. Qatari 688 Heavy.
Attention all aircraft. Please only request for takeoff when first in line.
Qatari 555 Super is on final runway 22 left.
Qatari 555 Super, Roger. Qatari 555 Super, wind 200 at 14. Number 2, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Number 2, clear to land, runway 22 left, Qatari 555 Super.
Air India 248, cross runway 22 right, please expedite.
Crossing runway 22 right, Air India 248.
Qatari 688 Heavy, wind 200 at 14, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Qatari 269 Victor Alpha Heavy, ready for departure at runway 22 right, departing east.
Air India 248, contact John F. Kennedy ground on 121.9. Qatari 269 Victor Alpha Heavy, line up and wait runway 22 right.
Contacting John F. Kennedy ground on 121.9, Air India 248. Clear for takeoff, runway 22 right, Qatari 688 Heavy. Line up and wait runway 22 right, Qatari 269 Victor Alpha Heavy. John F. Kennedy Tower, FM 24, inbound on the ILS runway 22 left.
Qatari 269 Victor Alpha Heavy, wind 200 at 14, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 right, Qatari 269 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Qatari 706 Heavy, line up and wait runway 22 right. Line up and wait runway 22 right. Qatari 706 Heavy. Qatari 688 Heavy, contact New York Center on 127.0. Air India 101, when able turn right, hold short runway 22 right, please expedite.
Contacting New York Center on 127.0, Qatari 688 Heavy. Wilco, Air India 101.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy, ready for departure in sequence at runway 22 right, departing east.
Qatari 555 Super, when able turn right, hold short runway 22 right, please expedite. Traffic on final. Air France 34, wind 200 at 14. Number 1, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Number 1, clear to land, runway 22 left, Air France 34.
Air India 101, cross runway 22 right, please expedite.
Wilco, Qatari 555 Super. Crossing runway 22 right, Air India 101.
Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy, hold short of runway 22 right.
Holding short runway 22 right, Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Qatari 706 Heavy, wind 200 at 14, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet. Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy, line up and wait runway 22 right.
Line up and wait runway 22 right, Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 right, Qatari 706 Heavy. John F. Kennedy Tower, Philippines 33 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 22 left. Philippines 33 Heavy, wind 200 at 14, number 2, runway 22 left, clear to land.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy, ready for departure at runway 22 right, departing east.
Qatari 269 Victor Alpha Heavy. Contact New York Center on 127.0.
Contacting New York Center on 127.0, Qatari 269 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Number 2. Cleared to land. Runway 22 left. Philippines 33 Heavy.
Thank you, good day, Qatari 269 Victor Alpha Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Tower, American 909 is 17 nautical miles to the northeast at 3,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting
Seja
runway
em
22
casa ou na
left.
rua, a tua
Qatari
música pode
555
acompanhar-te
Super.
sempre.
Cross
Com
runway
o
22
Premium,
right.
podes
Please
transferir
expedite.
música com melhor
Sierra
qualidade,
Echo Alpha
ouvir
Kilo
músicas
Whiskey
sem
Heavy.
anúncios
Hold short
e
of runway
reproduzi-las
22
na
right.
ordem que quiseres.
Crossing
Toca na
runway
faixa
22
para
right,
saberes
Qatari
mais.
555 Super.
Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy. Wind 200 at 14. Runway 22 right. Cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet. Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy. Line up and wait runway 22 right.
Line up and wait runway 22 right, Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy.
Contacting New York Center on 127.0. Qatari 706 Heavy. Air France 34. When able turn right. Hold short runway 22 right. Please expedite. Traffic on final.
Wilco, Air France 34.
American 909. Wind 200 at 14. Number 1. Runway 22 left. Cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 22 left, American 909.
American 909. Number 2. Traffic to follow is on final. Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy. Wind 200 at 14. Runway 22 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet. Qatari 036 Victor Alpha Heavy. Line up and wait runway 22 right.
Runway 22 right, Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy.
Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy. Contact New York Center on 127.0.
Contacting New York Center on 127.0. Qatari 706 Victor Alpha Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Tower, India Sierra Golf Victor Victor, ready for departure at runway 22 right, remaining in the pattern.
Qatari 036 Victor Alpha Heavy. Wind 200 at 14. Runway 22 right. Cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 right, Qatari 036 Victor Alpha Heavy. Stand by, Qatari 181 Victor Alpha.
Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy. Contact New York Center on 127.0. India Sierra Golf Victor Victor. Tower is not accepting passenger at this time.
Contacting New York Center on 127.0, Sierra Echo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Heavy.
India Sierra Golf Victor Victor. Please check the user guide from the home screen for help using ATC instructions. India Sierra Golf Victor Victor. Line up and wait runway 22 right.
Line up and wait runway 22 right, India Sierra Golf Victor Victor.
Philippines 33 Heavy. When able turn right. Hold short runway 22 right. Please expedite. Traffic on final. Air France 34. You're in an active airspace. Please contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 11.1. Wilco, Philippines 33 Heavy. India Sierra Golf Victor Victor. Wind 200 at 14. Runway 22 right. Cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 right, India Sierra Golf Victor Victor.
Tango Charlie Juliet Oscar. Line up and wait runway 22 right.
Outbound 34, request permission to cross runway 22 right. Line up and wait runway 22 right, Tango Charlie Juliet Oscar.
Air France 34. Hold short of runway 22 right.
Holding short runway 22 right, Outbound 34.
Qatari 036 Victor Alpha Heavy. Contact New York Center on 127.0.
Contacting New York Center on 127.0, Qatari 036 Victor Alpha Heavy. John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 628, inbound on the ILS runway 22 left.
Delta 628. Wind 200 at 14. Number 2. Runway 22 left. Cleared to land.
Number 2, clear to land, runway 22 left, Delta 628.
Air France 34. Cross runway 22 right. Please expedite. Philippines 33 Heavy. Cross runway 22 right. Please expedite.
Crossing runway 22 right, outbound turn 4.
Crossing runway 22 right. Philippines 33 heavy.
American 909 is on final runway 22 left.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Qatari 114 Victor Alpha, ready for departure at runway 22 right, departing east.
American 909, you're already cleared to land. Avoid unnecessary reports. Qatari 114 Victor Alpha, hold short of runway 22 right.
Holding short runway 22 right, Qatari 114 Victor Alpha.
Philippines,
John F. Kennedy Tower, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, ready for departure at runway 22 left, remaining in the pattern.
Tango Charlie Juliet Oscar, wind 200 at 14, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, hold short of runway 22 right.
Holding short runway 22 right, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha.
Line up and wave runway 22 right, Qatari 114 Victor Alpha. India Sierra Golf Victor Victor, request frequency change.
American 909, when able turn right, hold short runway 22 right, please expedite, traffic on final.
Wilco, American 909.
India Sierra Golf Victor Victor, contact New York Center on 127.0.
Contacting New York Center on 127.0, India Sierra Golf Victor Victor.
Thank you, good day, American 909.
Tango Charlie Juliet Oscar, contact New York Center on 127.0.
Contacting New York Center on 127.0, Tango Charlie Juliet Oscar.
American 909, you're in an active airspace. Please contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. Italy 696 Echo, you're in an active airspace. Please contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. United 1711 Super, you're in an active airspace. Please contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super, you're in an active airspace. Please contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. Qatari 003 Tango Kilo Heavy, you're in an active airspace. Please contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. Qatari 8055, you're in an active airspace. Please contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. American 909, you're in an active airspace. Please contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
I'm sorry, 7 Tango November Uniform Whiskey Super.
Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, you're number 3 for departure.
American 909, request frequency change.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Qatari 8055, ready for departure at runway 22 right, departing east.
Crossing runway 22 right, American 909.
Qatari 114 Victor Alpha, wind 200 at 14, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, line up and wait runway 22 right.
Cleared for takeoff, runway.
Line up and wait runway 22 right, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha.
Attention all aircraft, please only request for takeoff when first in line.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Qatari 6 Foxtrot Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 22 left.
Delta 628, when able turn right, hold short runway 22 right, please expedite, traffic on final. Qatari 6 Foxtrot Heavy, wind 200 at 14, number 1, runway 22 left, cleared to land.
Wilco, Delta 628. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 22 left, Qatari 6 Foxtrot Heavy.
Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, wind 20, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, stand, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, wind 200 at 14, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff, unable pattern work, fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 22 right, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha.
John F. Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 535, inbound on the ILS runway 22 left. John F. Kennedy Tower, Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, ready for departure at runway 22 right, departing east.
Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, line up and wait runway. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, contact New York Center on 1.
Contacting New York Center on 127.0, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha.
New York Center, Qatari 114 Victor Alpha, with you at 3,900. Qatari 114 Victor Alpha, radar contact. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, turn right heading 180.
Alpha 6 Mike Hotel Mike, requesting descent via in1 arrival.
Alpha 6 Mike Hotel Mike, proceed as requested.
Primo 02 is 8 nautical miles south east of high view at 22,200 feet. Turn right heading 180, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha.
Primo 02, you're outside of my airspace. Proceed on course. Primo 02, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Primo 02, good day.
Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha is 3 nautical miles south of John F. Kennedy at 2,900 feet, requesting flight following to Hamid International. Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, proceed on course to Hamid International. Proceed on course, Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, continue.
Continue as filed. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha.
Qatari 114 Victor Alpha, maintain 320 knots or greater. Qatari 036 Victor Alpha Heavy, requesting climb to flight level 350. Maintain 320 knots or greater, Qatari 114 Victor Alpha. Qatari 036 Victor Alpha Heavy, contact Boston Center on 127.0. Contacting Boston Center on 127.0, Qatari 036 Victor Alpha Heavy. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, increase speed to 300 knots. Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, do not exceed 280 knots. New York Center, Qatari 424 Victor Alpha, with you at 3,900. Qatari 424 Victor Alpha, radar contact. Do not exceed 280 knots, Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha.
York Center, Saudia 155 Sierra Victor Heavy, with you at 22,100, descending via in 1 arrival.
Increase speed to 300 knots. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha.
Saudia 155 Sierra Victor Heavy, radar contact. Saudia 155 Sierra Victor Heavy, contact New York approach on 134.35.
Contacting New York approach on 134.35, Saudia 155 Sierra Victor Heavy.
Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, do not receive 250 knots.
Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy is 5 nautical miles south of LaGuardia at 14,400 feet, requesting flight following to Hamad International.
Do not exceed 250 knots. Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha. Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy, proceed on course to Hamad International.
Proceed on course. Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy.
New York Center, Qatari 0801, with US 6,300. Qatari 0801, radar contact.
New York Center, Alpha 7 Echo Hotel Echo, with you at 2,500.
Alpha 7 Echo Hotel Echo, radar contact. Alpha 6 Mike Hotel Mike, contact New York approach on 134.35.
Contacting New York approach on 134.35, Alpha 6 Mike Hotel Mike. United 833 Victor Alpha Super is 4 nautical miles south of Ilse at 24,300 feet, requesting miles approach runway 22 left of John F. Kennedy.
United 833 Victor Alpha Super, contact New York approach on 134.35.
Contacting New York approach on 134.35, United 833 Victor Alpha Super.
Charlie Foxtrot India Victor Quebec Heavy, contact New York approach on 134.35.
Alpha 7 Echo Hotel Echo, requesting climb to flight level 360.
Contacting New York approach on 134.35, Charlie Foxtrot India Victor Quebec Heavy.
New York contact JetBlue 4229, with Moscow to 1000. United 833 Victor Alpha Super, do not receive 280 knots. Alpha 7 Echo Hotel Echo, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360. Alpha 7 Echo Hotel Echo.
CPAS, please follow instructions. United 033 Victor Alpha CPAS, do not exceed 280 knots. United 915 Heavy, request frequency change. Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, do not exceed Mach 0.84. Do not exceed Mach 0.84, Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, please follow instructions.
Alpha 7 Echo.
Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, do not exceed Mach 0.83. Tatari 114 Victor Alpha, do not exceed Mach 0.84. Victor Tango Kilo Hotel Alpha, contact Boston Center on 127.0. Do not exceed Mach 0.84, Qatari 114 Victor Alpha. Contacting Boston Center on 127. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, please follow instructions. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, do not exceed Mach.
Do not exceed Mach 0.83. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha.
Qatari 627, radar contact. Contacting Boston Center on 127.0, Qatari 114 Victor Alpha. Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy, contact Boston Center on 127.0. New York Center, Philippines 950 Heavy, with US 33,000.
Contacting Boston Center on 127.0, Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy.
Philippines 950 Heavy, radar contact. United 915 Heavy, contact Boston Center on 127.0. Contacting Boston Center on 127.0, United 915 Heavy. Thank you, good day, United 915 Heavy. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, contact Boston Center on 127.0. Qatari 60.
Contacting Boston Center on 127.0. Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha.
Contacting Boston Center on 127.0, Qatari 627. Boston Center, Qatari 627, with US.
Boston Center, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, with US 32,400.
United 915 Heavy, Papa Kilo Golf India Alpha, radar contact.
Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy, request frequency change.
Qatari 2 Foxtrot Alpha Heavy, stay on my frequency. Qatari 269 Victor Alpha Heavy, request frequency change. Qatari 269 Victor Alpha Heavy, stay on my frequency. Qatari 8055, with you at 8000. Qatari 8055, radar contact. Qatari 003 Tango Kilo Heavy, with you at 7900. Qatari 8055, do not receive 250 knots. Qatari 003 Tango Kilo Heavy, radar contact. Thank you, good day, Qatari 003 Tango Kilo Heavy. Do not exceed 250 knots, Qatari 8055.